Hello and welcome to another Satisfactory stream here on the Kyler channel. Let's see, what was I doing when last we talked? Well, if the save would load up, I set about finding out. Well, apparently having a cup of coffee. Let's see. Why am I standing here? There was a thing I was doing, wasn't there? Why am I looking this way? Oh, right. Now, if I remember where I did it, I set up to make the control rods. Let's see. Oh, that's that. We got that and that and this and that's full. Still trying to remember. We're making turbo motors over here. See, that's okay. Where did I put that? Let's see here. All right, we have our biofuel set up over here. Currently not running because it's not particularly needed. Let's see. What's down this way? Supercomputers, obviously. Let's see, what are we doing here? Okay. High-speed connectors over there. What do we got happening here? Okay. Let's try to remember where the hell we put stuff. ha ha ha. What do we got here? Stators. Ha ha ha. Here we are. Control rods. I need 400. I got 336. Those are relatively slow building. Yeah, signs are a good thing. And I actually put a sign up there. You see that? And I still had all kinds of trouble finding the dang place. Yeah, I've got signs up. Probably not in the best places, but I put signs up somewhere, some places. Yeah. We're just wandering lost in the temple of the spaghetti god. May his noodles cover you with the marinara of good fortune. That's okay. What was I doing while I was waiting for that to happen? I was doing something. If my brain worked correctly, I'd remember stuff like this. Oh yeah, reinforcing. Oh right. This is part of my we're pooping out. Oh, that's what I intended to do. I intended to find or find some extra iron ore to make more modular frames. Actually, why in the hell do I have that many of them on me? Go ahead and feed those into the... I think I actually... I might have completely unhooked something. No? Why I have that many of them on me, I'll never know. But that ought to keep whatever that is running strong for a little while. Oh, and yeah, I suppose I should say hi to people. Hi, Paul. Hi, Sunny girl. How you doing, baby girl? We got plenty in there. Let me see. I was going to... I upgraded this so it has plenty of ore coming out. Actually, I know what I need to go check. I need to see if I can reroute all that extra ore to some smelters and set up another thing of that. Let's see. These are level 3s. They're making 120 because this is garbage source. Why I chose to use these for why I chose to use those sources for my major steel production site, I'll never know. Let's see. This is using... Oh yeah, all of these are hopped up. That's right. That one is really hopped up. Let's feed this. 75. Oh yeah, I figured that out just a bit ago. You can, when you're overclocking, you can type out the needed production rate and it will go exactly to that. So we're using brain work 67.5, 135, 200, 2.5, 270, and 345. So yeah, we still do need some of this. There's got to be a better way to lay this out. Because this is kind of a mess. This is kind of a mess, but shoot. So I've got to let's see. What exactly am I doing over here? Well, let's try to remember exactly how much of that we're siphoning off. Let's see. I'm thinking and my head hurts, okay? Actually do want to siphon some of this off to run that, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea, because that might mess up my steel production. Oh, that's my gunpowder. Wondered where I put that on this safe. Now I remember. If I siphon it off to run another one, where the hell would I put it? Because I have come up with these little manufacturing cells that make the modular frames. Honestly, why in the heck do I have so many of them on me? I don't need anywhere near that many. I don't think. Unless I was doing something where I needed them and I grabbed way too many. Which is a thing I do on occasion. These are the... yeah, radio control units. More worship for the spaghetti god. Oh yeah, that was... well, this needs to... I've at least got it in the general vicinity of where I want it. Woof, I almost fell. That almost sucked. Let's see. Let's see. This is making... oh yeah. More reinforced plates than I need. Probably. Yeah, we've got the crystal oscillators set up over here. Am I not using those for anything? Actually, yes, I am. What am I using them for that they're not being used up very fast? Let me find out. I know I'm using them for something. Oh, they're going into radio control units, which I am actually not using for... or wait, yeah, I am. Using them for... yeah. Yeah, you got to... the first level modular frames are really slow producing to the amount of them that you need to keep everything running. Why isn't this going? Oh, this is full. That's why. Oh, yeah, I do have a big sign on that one. Fuse modular frames. The higher level ones. Yeah, well, in the to make the heavy modular frames, you need 10 of them per minute, and one set of stuff making this, the regular modular frames, only makes 2 per minute if you don't overclock them. Actually, this is... yeah, that one's overclocked to get 3, and that one is way overclocked, so it tries to keep up. Because actually we want them to collect there somehow. Oh, that one's way overclocked because it's feeding more than one thing. It's also feeding this, which is not a problem because we've got all those used as that we gonna. Alright. Oh, that actually... Yeah. See, unless you overclock something down the line, it uses 10 of the regular modular frames per minute. Which is irritating. Not gonna lie. Alright. Now I put this... It was over here somewhere-ish. I know it was over here somewhere. I just plopped it down where I had room. It's like over here? Oh, yeah. I know. Wait. Down here? Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, here it is. Alright. Got enough for the milestone. And they are slow making. 4 per minute. I might have to build up some more places for them. Alright, come on. Run. Whee. Right. Ugh. Whee. Alrighty then.
Milestone reached. The particle accelerator enables previously impossible processes, such as recycling nuclear waste and converting it into plutonium, as well as the generation of exotic matter. A new project part enables progress to the next phase.
Alright. So we've got... Okay. Nitric acid for... whatever. Moderately radioactive. Mildly. All right. Now let's see. Now I could probably get around to doing my nuclear power plants, but let's see. My power grid's actually pretty sturdy at the moment. So it's not something I absolutely need to do. Yeah, we're still making that as fast as we can make it. And I'm actually getting the... Oh. I hear you right there, Paul. Oh, crap. Those days when when you're running on a sleep deficit and you just can't seem to catch up. I mean, from what you've said in chat, you work some crazy hours there, man. That has got to truly blow. Actually, oops, that's the wrong menu. How much of that do we got? Well, fortunately, let's go ahead and have this feed a little faster. Yeah, nicotine and caffeine have gotten me through many many a long shift. Over the years. Holy crap. Those days when you show up to work and drink down 2 5-hour energies or something like that. Just go, why did I agree to this? Crud. Stupid lag. Stupid lag. Yeah, we need this to feed faster. That is why I didn't put it at level 4 to start with. Oh, well, yeah, I can see that, Paul. I can see that. And it's extra money that's there for your little freedom seed hobby, and or if you're covering for somebody, that's extra cash in the bank for a rainy day. I get you completely. That's a thing I've done a time or two myself. Picked up an extra shift just because I wanted a little more cash laying around the place. Alright, I think I might be able to get away with hopping this up again. Actually, how much of the plating do I got on me? 200. That is definitely not going to be enough. So I'm going to rob Peter to pay Paul, because Oh, good grief. 9 days off. What are you going to do with yourself? But yeah. Oh, you're going to be in Tennessee, I imagine, visiting Ken. Or up there sniffing around for some fine young things. Oh, good grief. That old saying hasn't gone completely out of style, has it? You know, robbing Peter to pay Paul is basically saying taking money you don't really have from one place to and moving it over to another place to avoid bankruptcy or such like. Let's see, we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them running off this, huh? This is a Mark II. Ah, yeah. I know you was being funny, and I was being a dick about it. 5 of them times 45 is 220, and that's making 240. So we have a little bit of leftover capacity. These are making what? 15 per minute times 5 is 75 plus the one down there. We should be making more than it actually uses. Slide, baby. Because if I upgrade those ones up there to... This is using... how many per minute? 75. Okay, and that's all. And that's the amount coming from over there plus the 37 per minute. So it should slowly build up concrete for me. Hopefully we're not overpowering our steel production. Let's see how this is going. Okay, that's full. We're making what? 15, 30, 45, 60. Oh yeah. That's the main reason I haven't found myself another job yet is I was pretty burned out. Because there was a stretch there of, God, 4 years where I'd get maybe 2 Sundays a month off, and 2 Sundays a month, and most of the most of the scheduled, most of the federal holidays, or most of the usual holidays, but other than that, I really didn't get a whole lot of days off. Hence being able to be a lazy bastard for many months, because I live below my means by a considerable margin. Or at least my means when I was working at that particular plant, anyhow. Well, now I've got the ability to make it. Don't have enough stuff on me to make it. Oh yeah. Well, it got bad when it's the third month in a row that you've only had like 5 or 6 days off the entire time. That and those people instituted a bunch of annoying changes to their personnel policies. Yeah. They changed it so that days you called off were much more of a momentous thing. You know what I mean? Let's see. Their point system, they changed their point system to make it so that the points were not forgiven as often as they were when I started working there. Instead of forgiving one attendance point for every month of perfect attendance, I think they moved it to 3 or 6 months to forgive one for perfect after your perfect attendance. So yeah, that was annoying. Well, if I'm gonna be fair, and it pains me to do so, at the time they were looking at a rather large attendance problem. They probably still are, since that factory is one of the lower paying for entry-level workers in the area. And to be honest, entry-level workers there don't have to be all that bright. You know, they just have to be able to do the equivalent of putting together a 3D jigsaw puzzle. and press a button and you know, rinse, repeat until the end of the shift. Actually, we probably don't need those there for any real reason, even aesthetics. So we'll make them go away. Unfortunately, the job I was doing before I quit, it was checking and packing. I didn't get paid any more than your basic assembly worker, but I was held responsible for a lot of quality control issues. And it was real difficult getting some of the operators to listen to me. When you tell them 4 times within an hour that, hey, your machine's messing up, these welds are bad, this weld has been bad on almost everything you've put out, please have the technicians come and look at your machine because something's wrong with it. And they're like, nod and smile and pretend that you don't speaking. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. But you get my meaning. Yeah. Actually, I'm kind of jealous of your job there, Paul. Seems like it's long hours on the road, but I don't mind driving. And, you know, pick it up, drop it off, go home. Or on to your next drop-off point. I really do have to. What am I doing? I'm running around pointlessly. And frankly, I took the factory job because I'm not the most social person in the world in real life. You know, that was the point of it. Give me my assignment for the day. I'll go into my corner, run my machine, leave me the fuck alone. I'll hit your quota. The only time I'll be bugging you is when I need you to call the maintenance techs to come because the machine is fucked up and I don't know the simple fix to fix it. And you won't have to go looking for me because I'll either be at my machine or having a bathroom break. Unless it's break time. Then I'll probably be out smoking. Well, yeah, what you have spoken of is making deliveries clear down into Illinois and perhaps further. And that is a long drive, even if you know the roads and you know where the cops hang out. What am I? You know, I'm running around like an idiot, not doing stuff. Well, I'm kind of the group that I work to support my hobbies and my bad habits. And I am willing to work myself like a dog to get my weekend off. But I really want to have my weekend off, if you catch my drift. That's there. Oh, right, there was something else I wanted to possibly accomplish this time. Well, yeah. Okay. Perhaps that was someone else who's talking about something like that, then. My memory is nothing I'm extremely proud of, I must say, but yeah, if you're doing in-state shuttle runs that are 400 and some odd miles, that's kind of a wow. And this brush clearing is mainly because you mentioned a coworker who does that. Okay. Well, again, me culpa, my memory. Doesn't help that I spend a little too much time not at my best. Let's put it that way. And I'm clearing this brush because I'm tired of these soft collisions. We're going to clear that out so I'm not flying down the line through leaves and crap. That gets stuck on. Oh, yeah. Well, if I remember correctly, you mentioned you did you shuttled medical supplies and such like. So yeah, small things that can't wait until there's an entire trailer full. So they can just be placed in the trunk or the back seat of a car and run to where they need to be. And that's a little niche that I'd kind of like to get into, because driving is something I don't mind. You just turn on the radio and away you go. Or stick earbuds in or whatever. And not having to deal with the DOT is a plus. My father and grandfather both drove truck. So, yeah, trust me, I've heard all about how the DOT can be a pain. Hey, Cookie. Yeah, so the company you contract with is a small, well, small load company, and apparently they contract with fellas like you to run stuff from point A to point B in a timely manner. Yeah, I just, I probably should have years ago gotten into that, but it was, well, getting your CDL these days is not as simple as it was in my father and my grandfather's day. And I do have the occasional case of lead foot on my record, so there's that. Let's see. Oh, right. That's what I was gonna do. I was going to expand my power in my little coal production area, my coal power production area down there. But yeah, I was almost third generation trucker, but I never got a CDL, and it just never seemed like the thing. I suppose that's something I could have done instead of sitting on my ass for months on end, is gone ahead and looked into that. Because that's a big deal these days. We are really, as a country, we are really hurting for over the road truckers. I can understand why. You're you're gone for weeks on it, sometimes a week and a half on your delivery. How is this? I had an idea. I could actually, let's see. I could build out over the water there and add more. Sploosh. Yeah, that's actually another possibility. Because if it's got an engine and wheels, I can probably drive it. And that's something I could do. Although all the local factories are either looking for contract carriers or or if they run it in-house, they're looking for more. They're looking for more guys to drive for them. And let's see, the one I used to work at, they have their deliveries are, I think the furthest they go is, oh hey Data, I believe the furthest they go is up to the plants up in Michigan and in that general vicinity. Oh yeah. Yeah, we were just discussing that. Turns out Paul and myself both almost ended up being third generation truckers. Me, I was too darn lazy, and Paul found a better niche. UP is hiring? Oh, that's a damn fine job, actually. Oh, yeah, I get you, Paul. Sometimes you just let your brain decides, okay, son, you're gonna have a bad day today. Let's, 5-ish. And we're pushing out. How much? Are these both level 3s? Yeah. 240 per minute. Oh yeah. I was just saying I don't mind that myself. Actually, we're almost using all that we're making. I'd forgotten about that. Because I've already got a lot of them down here. Oh yeah. There have been days where lying to myself is the only reason I got out of bed that day and went to work. You're not wrong, Spoonie. You're not wrong. I got 480, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good Lord. Wow, Data. That's a long drive and some awfully pretty countryside to drive through on the way on that drive if I read my maps correctly. That's 3, 6, 9, 6, 9, 12. Three, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16 here. Miami to Salt Lake? Woof. Part of that drive is just boring as all get out, isn't it? Oh yeah. Time to fuel up. You gotta fuel the thing. Maryland to Houston? Woof. That's another long drive. Oh, right. If I remember correctly, Data, at one point in your life you were a racer, if I remember correctly. Not sure whether amateur or pro-am, maybe? Something like that. So this is another 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's another 14. So that's 30 of them. Okay, there is a little bit of slack, but not much. Wow. Yeah, SCCA, that's right. Southern Car Club Association, if I remember right. If I'm getting the initials thing right. Let's see. An 84 3/4 ton Suburban. I imagine you do. Those things were tanks, and they'd last forever. I still see some of them around here. But good God, keeping it in gas these days would be a pain. You know, every time you gas up, that's a good 100 and something bucks. Oh yeah. There's a few vehicles that I've driven in the past that I wish, well, they were my father's vehicles, and I wish he'd never sold them. Let's see, I think it was a 73 Charger. It had the 396 Hemi in it, and oh my God, that thing could go. Two and a half tanks from Miami to New York. Yikes. That's like $300 these days. Oh, 1.5? That's still a lot of frickin' gas. That's still a lot of frickin' money these days. which for a big SUV like that is actually not terrible. 1,000 miles a tank. Of course, you end up having to go to, when you have to fuel up. It's that meme of Joe Exotic. I will never financially recover from this these days. Diesel's not much better. You're still paying out the... You're still bending yourself over and saying, let her rip. Darkness. That's the only thing about these hypertubes that's annoying. It automatically turns your flashlight off. Ooh. Yeah, that's another... Oh, the Detroit Allisons. Those are good engines. Yeah, no wonder you love that truck. And a 90 Sierra dually. Oh my. Yeah, that's a truck where you can pretty much do anything private citizen needs to do with a truck with. Probably frickin' pull a barn off its foundations. I have not accomplished a whole lot this time so far. Let's see. Yeah, I did upgrade these all to minor Mark IIIs. And these are normal sources here. So we're doing 240 out of all of those. So they are... Well, actually, I probably could siphon some of this off at some place. Build myself another another little cell to make the modular frames. But where? Ooh. Yeah, that is an idea there, Data. Take a Dodge Cummins chassis and drop an old Ram extended van on it. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a hell of an idea there, boy. could have enough room along here. And it has to go down that way to hook up into my other place. Let's see. Which recipes do I have for screws? Yes. Oh yeah. Those old customs from back when we was kids. And a 4x4 to boot. Oh yeah. Those old customs from back when we were kids, Data. You know, where they had some folks had some artistic just let their inner artist run wild. Actually, I'm having a thought. The kind where your brain hurts. Let's see if I can. Now I'm gonna need. Need screws. And let's see, where is it? I'm just dropping this here for a moment. Yeah, that would be one hell of a nice ride, wouldn't it? Steel frame. Actually, this might be easier to set up. So I'd need to make screws, reinforced iron plates, reinforced iron plates or regular. Just have the one. And oh, yeah, I know which one. I know which one you're talking about, Data. Fella in my hometown has one of those, or did at one point. I know I've seen him in person on the road. But yeah, a Cummins Dodge with the crew cab. I have seen those. If I remember correctly, it was one of our local craftspeople's work truck. If I remember correctly. Let's see. Well, I wouldn't call myself an exact motorhead. I can speak the language, but I wouldn't say I'm, you know, your absolute motorhead. Mainly because among the other things my father did to support the family was he was a shade tree mechanic. He'd hop cars up for kids. Still remember the one thing. You know the old boat like Grand Prix, the late 60s, early 70s ones? My old man put a stupidly huge fin on the back of one of those for a kid one time. And he made no he thought it was stupid, but he did it because, you know, money and lots of kids. We're going to pull some of that off. Oh yeah. I wouldn't necessarily be able to make said dream happen on my own hook. I'd probably have to bring in some aid, a person who knows more, who's better with tools than I am. Well, who just knows more about fixing up cars than I do, because I know what I'm capable of. Let's put it that way. You know, I can do quite a bit of my own work if it's... Well, yeah, I understand what you mean there, Data. I can do quite a bit of my own work, but it's mostly plug and play components, if you get what I mean. Like, if I can get at it, I can change it. We're gonna need a couple smelters right in here. Yeah, I speak the language, but I don't claim to be a giant motorhead, if you know where I'm coming from. Eesh, I didn't make that far enough back. Well, we can fix that. Number 6. And we need number 7 on number 6. We need to scoot that back just a tiny bit. Let's put it over here. There. Oh crap, and I put those in backwards. Right about there-ish. And there. Yeah, I do appreciate I do appreciate brake pad slap plug wires, and I can turn around. Yeah, yep, that's you got it, Data. I can turn a wrench, and there are some things I know how to do that are increasingly. Good grief! I thought I put those back far enough. Crap. Well, darn it. Okay, we'll try this again. Yeah. And I'm not afraid of getting grease on my hands. I need a... Oh, it's all right, Paul. Bullshitting about cars is a good enough way to pass the time as well. You know, I just have to keep doing what I'm doing in the background of my mind. Oh yeah. Well, that's kind of part of our purpose here is to be entertaining. I should probably configure these to make the necessary thingies before I go ahead and hook them up. I think this one on the end, we're going to change that production rate to that. Because that's all I need, and I am pushing my luck siphoning off of this line. Because, okay, these are going to each make things I need. I might end up going slightly over the side there. Or I could... Let's see. Oh, good Lord, I can't... I don't know if I want to do... Wait. That is... I had already decided to do... Right. Right, I had decided to do... Oh, I don't need the... I'm a dipstick. Don't need that third one, I don't think. this one. Basket case of a pro. Ooh. Oh. That is a nice car, Data. If I'm correct, that's a 17 something or a 70 something or other GTO. That will be sweet if you ever get her. Oh, a first year Firebird. Oh, oh my God. I am so freaking jealous of you right now. Throw that in there. Seriously, I am so freaking jealous of you right now. Oh, 67 Firebird. 6.6. All the options coupe. Oh man, dude, I can only get so erect. Oh, you're not kidding, Paul. Well, honestly, I don't see the lack of cruise control as a problem. But that is because I rarely use it. Oh, it's got that nice big 400 in it too. Oh. Seriously, I can only get so erect, fella. Good grief. Let's see. Wait. Oops. Which alternate one was I using? Okay. So yes, I need the screws to make the reinforced iron plates. Because I need to use the vanilla recipe for that. So those two will make iron plates. Oh. This one. That would be the wrong freaking button. There we go. Oh my. And again, very jealous of you at the moment. Okay, we've got that going. Now we just need to get this going. At one point it was your daily driver. Oh, you're killing me over here. You're just killing me, man. That is one hell of a daily driver. Mhm. Well, 81, if I remember correctly, I was coming out of high school or about to come out of high school. If I remember correctly. Oh, yeah, you are a youngin', aren't you, Paul? Well, compared to us two old buggers who've been reminiscing about cars when they were cool. A kid I went to school with had a had the had a uh, well, you've got them and you've got the ability to do something about it if you have the time and energy and, well, cash money. And I can't help it. I am jelly. Just is what it is there, Data. got a most of the way mostly dead firebird in my backyard. How very redneck of me, I know. That should give me plenty of screws. No, it isn't up on cinder blocks. But 2 out of the 4 tires are flat, and I really should do something about that. Yeah, it's not yet on cinder blocks, but give it time. Oh yeah. Hell, if I had the cash and the time. Okay. That's real beans. Well, that's a problem. If I had the money and the time to give that car the love it deserves. Yeah, I just need to remember to go out back with my compressor and do something about it. Yeah, I just need to drag the air compressor out there and make it happen. Or put it up on jack stands or blocks. Oh, good heavens. One moment. One moment, please. Well, sorry about that. Something came up. Uh, Real life came up. I need to give my sister a ride to go pick up my brother's car, and I'm the only one available. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say goodbye for now. I may be on later. I may not. It depends on how long this takes. But family fellas. You know what I'm saying. So sorry about this, but life kind of happened. So uh, I hate to do this to you guys, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to close her down at least for now, and wish you a good rest of your day. If I don't talk to you before then. So everyone.